Hey everybody, it's Bryan, and you are listening to the Course Building Secrets podcast. Whether you're a coach or a CEO, the success of your team and clients is based on your ability to deliver a consistent experience and guide them on the fastest path to results. This podcast will give you practical, real-life tips that you can use today to build your online experiences that get results and create raving fans. Why? So you can monetize your expertise and serve more people without adding more time or team to your business. If you're looking to uncover your $1 million framework, package it, and use it to scale, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Hey, course launchers, welcome to today's episode. In today's episode, I want to talk about something that I see all of the time. And here is the deal, and maybe this is a little bit of a soapbox moment for me, but I'm going to say it anyway, is that your tool, your platform, your system for your where your course or your program lives is not the problem, right? And so I had a client send me an email yesterday that said, hey, what about this new tool? It looks really cool. Should I move my stuff to this tool? And my response was, why? Why do you want to move to a new tool? Is it because there's something around the tool that you're using or the platform that you're using that's not working for you? Is it because there's something that you want to include in your customer experience that the platform that you're using doesn't do? Or is it because, one, that it's the shiny new object that everybody's talking about? Or is it something that you want to try and fix a gap that you have in one of your goals, right? So most of the time, this is in sales and marketing, where it's like changing your platform is not going to sell your course or your program for you, right? A platform is the foundation that allows you to launch and package your program in a way that allows you to serve your people at the highest level and give them an experience where they're able to get your material on demand, they're able to interact with you in different ways, and you're able to build something that can be automated and can be created as an experience. It has nothing to do with the sales, the marketing, the shiny new object, all of the bells and whistles, and all of the things. Now, I will say the caveat to this is if you're using 52 million tools instead of one system that actually helps you to fulfill on the promise that you've made to your customers, then yes, you're not on the right platform, right? You need to really consider what your needs are and get on the right platform. But if you're on the right platform and everything is operating and how you want it to from a customer experience perspective, just changing platforms because somebody's talking about it, it's the new shiny thing, or there's one or two things that it will do that your system won't do, it's not necessarily a slam dunk in terms of, well, you need to change, right? And so one of the things I'm working with my clients on all the time is let's start with the right foundation. Let's start with the platform that makes sense for what your bigger and broader goals are. If you're trying to build a certification program, if you're trying to build a school, right, like a university or academy where it's more than one course or program, then yes, there's a lot of thought that needs to go into that before you just like willy-nilly grab a platform that somebody is selling. Right? You need to really think about what you need from a business perspective in terms of the requirements. That's one of the things that I help people do is like, let's get you on the right platform that makes sense for you. But it's a very strategic conversation. It's not somebody sent me an email about a cool new tool. No, like there's got to be a compelling business reason why you would change platforms. So often people who aren't getting traction are focused on that, like, I'm just gonna, add this platform or add this one or change to this one or change to that one, or I'm on 52 million ones because somebody's been talking about them. Anytime somebody's making a buying decision around what they need for their business based on a suggestion from someone else, they're not looking at it from a strategic, sort of from an ownership or strategic perspective. So I always help people kind of dial that back so you're starting with the right foundation. when I recommend a foundation for a customer, it is very like well thought out, right? It's not, I'm not picking a shiny tool. I'm not picking something that somebody has determined that this is the next best tool. So I have another client that I work with who is moving to a different platform, and it's a well thought out transition from, you know, sort of the infancy or the beta program of where they were in their business to what they need now, right? And so she came in, she has built an enterprise, an empire, and now the needs she has are totally different than when she started, right? She started with one program, and then now it's morphed into something that's broader and bigger. So that is the time to change. It's not like, oh, I'm not getting enough sales, so therefore I'm going to change all of my platforms to get more sales. That doesn't make sense, right? If there's a tool that helps you increase your awareness or your visibility and your authority in the marketplace, that could be a great enhancement to your system toolkit. But it's not just like somebody sent an email and there's a cool new product out there that you want to try. I really discourage people from doing that, because what happens then is that's when you kind of get the disjointed tech stack that becomes the thing that you are spending all of your time dealing with, instead of actually getting those customers and getting them in the door. So if you have that sort of tendency where you're like out on an AppSumo, or you're out, you know, paying attention to what everyone's doing in the market, and you want to just grab the new thing, awesome. But do it in a way that serves your business, that doesn't dilute what you're trying to do, or just like allow you to stay in the swirl. Because that is one of the key indicators of whether or not you're going to be successful is, are you focused on the right activities at the right time? 9 out of 10 times changing your platform from one to the other in terms of kind of your core business platform, right? So if you're creating courses and programs, you have one core platform that's holding all of your assets. If you're just constantly changing that on a regular basis, then you're probably spending time and money and resources that you don't need to be worried about at this moment. If you're ready to scale and you're ready to really dial in that customer experience, and the platform that you have doesn't do what you need it to do, then that's the reason to start moving in a different direction. Or if you feel like your whole thing is like put together with duct tape and paper clips, and you are looking to streamline how you're delivering and fulfilling on your promise, then that's another good time to start looking at what your systems are, what your tech stack is, and how it will support you. But if your goal is sales and you want to change your platform because you think it's going to give you more sales, the two do not have anything to do with each other, right? Like if you can't get sales, they're not even getting into your course. And so it doesn't really matter what's in your course yet, right? What matters is how you're talking about it, how you're able to fulfill on the promise that you are fulfilling on to get them in the door, right? Like two different problems you're trying to solve. Get customers first, and then worry about what the platform is doing or not doing. And I'm going to tell you, in this stage of the game in 2023, most of the platforms are going to do what you need them to do from a standard sort of mechanics perspective. There are certain requirements that my clients sometimes need because of the complexity of their business or how they're fulfilling on their products, and they still want to automate. 100%, absolutely. There are specific reasons why you would use one tool over the other. That's what we're experts in helping people do, is when they have a complex need, fulfillment need, we help determine the right systems, right? But when you're first getting started, when you're creating kind of a basic customer experience in terms of your course or program, most of the tools will do what you need them to do. And so it's just a matter of what your appetite is for, kind of 4 different components or buckets of what you need in your tech stack. And I'm not going to go through that detail today. If you are one of those people who you want to make sure you're starting in the right foundation and you may have some complex needs that you want to talk through, just give me a shout and we'll talk through with kind of what those 4 pillars are. But in most cases, the rabbit that you're chasing when you're early in your business is you need to be able to get customers to bring them into your program. Once they're in your program, then you can fulfill on that promise. Then, as you're helping more and more people, you're dialing things in more and more and more, right? You go from the MVP to the 1.0 to the 2.0 to continuing to add features and functionality and different things. But starting with the wrong foundation or switching your foundation on a regular basis is just like you're sort of just chasing your tail. So there you go. That is my sort of rant or soapbox for today. Is and I'll tell you, like, my response to him was, it's just a platform, and it could be a great platform. There could be some super cool things with it, but if you are working with somebody who is a specialist in the tools and platforms that are out there for courses and programs, they should be able to make any platform work with the right requirements. But you pick out your requirements first, and then you choose a platform, or then you customize the platform. You don't just choose any random platform, because at this point they're all sort of equal in terms of sort of that base experience. And so I know that his objective was to get more customers, and changing platforms is not going to get more customers. So there you go. That is my lesson for you today. I hope that serves you. If you are tempted by the shiny object, like I need to change my whole tech stack based on new systems that come out, I encourage you to go through the activity of determining what you actually need first, right, outside of the tool, and then determine the proper tool for you. Because there's some awesome tools out there. There are some ways that some operate better than others. But at the end of the day, it needs to match your goals, not the other way around. So there you go. All right, enjoy.
Hey everybody, are you a business owner ready to streamline and scale your business? Imagine solving the biggest business challenges with clarity, a strategy, and a clear plan. Hey, I'm Bryan, and I want to invite you to take the first step towards transforming your business with a free 30-minute discovery call. This call is an opportunity to discuss your goals, identify key challenges, and learn how my mentorship program can help you achieve the success you're aiming for. In just a half hour, we'll explore how you can scale your business by enhancing your authority strategy, engagement strategy, and retention strategy. You'll get personalized advice and a clear path forward. Ready to take the first step? Click on the link below that's in the show notes to book your free discovery call now. I hope to talk to you soon.